Okay, today what we're looking at doing is fixing the overheating problem we have with the 1988 Champion Eurocoach motorhome. One of the first things we're going to do is flush out the radiator. Basic things you need for that: cleaning vinegar. Important to use cleaning vinegar. It has a way lower pH, very acidic compared to regular vinegar for cleaning the crud out. We have our adapters. Simply 3/4 inch pipe nipple with a wooden adapter just glued to it, and use silicone, whatever you like for that. This is just a 1-inch national pipe thread adapter on top of a 3/4 inch nipple. That's just simply for upper hose. You got your pump that you're going to dunk into the tank, 5-gallon bucket, and we're basically just going to set up a circulation setup to circulate it for a couple hours and get the junk out of the radiator. We'll get it set up and show you that. Okay, so here's what we end up with. The pump just circulating into its own bucket. I've got my radiator hose adapters on. Full disclosure, I had to go with a steel one. This pump creates more head pressure than I thought. Anyway, I'm going to slide this over to where I got a small leak coming from the top. I'll show you that. See, I'm just containing that drip back in to be recycled. It happens, it's just a temporary circulation setup. There it is. 88 Champion Eurocoach motorhome, 460 in the C6. It's currently pretty trashed out, so we're gonna go over here to the engine. Here we've got our top side connections here, and that was just that giant bushing that I put together. And it's leaking a little bit up here. No big deal. Now there it is. Got our old dirty, needs to be cleaned out again, Champion motorhome. Pretty nice, and I got it for a low price, so I'm putting the money into it to get it up to spec. There's a 460 underneath here. We've got the Holly Street Demon carburetor. Messed around and tuned that with an air fuel ratio gauge. We got that dialed in pretty darn close. Works really well, actually. HEI distributor on there. Pretty basic. Your typical 80s motorhome. Getting ready to do mechanical fuel pump conversion. I've got the power brake booster pump out right now to be resealed and rebuilt, and some custom adaptation on the pressure hose that I'll show you guys later. Okay, so we are going to look into fixing this pressure hose for the brake booster pump on the same motorhome. Basically this is ancient. Couplings are a bit rusty. The rubber probably doesn't feel right. These aren't available. Nowhere has them. I've dug high and low. They're just not commercially available. One alternative you could do as well is just take this to hydraulic shop and they'll cut these crimps off, put a new hose on for you, as long as it's standard size. Sometimes there's some weird size of hydraulic hoses and stuff out there, but our idea basically is going to be to replace the rubber section with a $10 12-inch, which is a popular size. Hydraulic hose. I got this one at Big R. It happens to be an Apache brand. These are commercially available in a lot of different places, just roadside repairable kind of stuff. Basically, we're going to stack up adapters and fittings. You do want to, minimize the amount of adapters and stuff that you have. The more joints, obviously, you're going to have, the more leaks you're going to have. But sometimes things are necessary just to get a popular commercial size available. So, step one, this cap is going to get bored out in the lathe to fit this tube, and it's going to get brazed on. Step two, over on this end, is going to be to cut this loose. I got a little bit longer coupler, again, just to adapt for the fact that the hose is going to be slightly shorter. And we're going to braze that onto here. And then we have to use a coupler here. They do not have female ended hoses. Again, we're going with popular commercial availability. Anyway, I will go through the processes of that, and we'll get her together. Okay, you saw the nice curls come off of that. It means we have nice ductile iron caps. For a low pressure hydraulic system like this, these are going to be more than adequate. And again, we're just going to have a 1/2 inch hole, which is the diameter of the larger hose. We're going to braze that on. We'll clean it up, get the oxidation off of here to make sure we get a good external adhesion to it, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, so basically we're going to check up on our flushing. As you can see, there's a fair amount of stuff in there. It's really more getting the mineral buildup out with this process than big chunks. We're going to let it operate for maybe a couple more hours, and then we'll go back and check on it. But yeah, it's getting a fair amount of junk out of there. It's really more dissolved minerals and stuff that are going to be in there. Okay, so here's our finished product. Very simple brazed on extension here. I didn't include the brazing process. There's plenty of online resources as far as brazing goes. Multitude of techniques. I like to do a heavy buildup on stuff like this, just to make sure that you have good mechanical strength in the joint. And replace those O-rings. Everything over here, I used the blue high vibration thread sealant. Again, that's just 3/8 size stuff. You know, again, this isn't a 5 or 10,000 psi hydraulic system where people's lives are at and equipment damage is at risk here. These run at way lower pressures, 3,000 max. So should be fine to hold up for the job that it's going to do. Okay, today what we're looking at doing is fixing the overheating problem we have with the 1988 Champion Eurocoach motorhome. One of the first things we're going to do is flush out the radiator. Basic things you need for that: cleaning vinegar. Important to use cleaning vinegar. It has a way lower pH, very acidic compared to regular vinegar for cleaning the crud out. We have our adapters. Simply 3/4 inch pipe nipple with a wooden adapter just glued to it. You can use silicone, whatever you like for that. This is just a 1-inch national pipe thread adapter on top of a 3/4 inch nipple. That's just simply for upper hose. You got your pump that you're going to dunk into the tank, 5-gallon bucket, and we're basically just going to set up a circulation setup to circulate it for a couple hours and get the junk out of the radiator. We'll get it set up and show you that.